Love my coffee. What's going on, YouTube family? James Green, short, serious shenanigans. So, let me park the coffee pot. Literally, that thing holds a half a pot of my coffee when I brew it. So, long awaited, anticipated, get that out of the way there. Can't even think. Long night. So, power drawbar attachment setup thingamajig doohickey that we started out with. Now, I know it's been a while since I did the other episode. Myriad of things has happened. Lots of projects came and went. I said, fine, we're at that point. I need to get it done. So, fast forward a little bit, or correction, rewind. So, I acquired last year a really nice actual Bridgeport. The covers, I put the cover up there that fits over here. It's actually made by Chicago Pneumatic, the CP720. Okay, I've talked about it before. This is going to mount up by the on-off power switch on the Bridgeport. So that way I've got my, for those of you that don't know, so I've had people ask, this is just a piece of bracing that I put up here to hold this other LED light, and then also the remote start switch for the All-American rotary phase converter. So I turn it on and off, and it's the wired remote instead of having to walk back over there, because you guys know I'm cramped. So that is actually going to end up fitting, and it's going to bolt to the back of this panel, so I can have everything is right here handy. Alright, so it's got its own separate drawbar because it's got a star drive. We've got all that stuff. Long awaited. I want to get this done, trust me, because you guys know my shoulder, literally, that's as far as this one goes due to an old injury. I can't, and so having to go up and reach, now that I have this 7-inch extension up here that raises the head up 7 inches higher, it's really, really, really hard. So, we went, last episode, you guys can watch it, we went in, marked, and milled out, and we had some oopses, I admit. You know, don't want to rehash them, but it was a learning experience. Anyway, so I went ahead and started, got everything set up, did my first cut, and that's where that mill climbed across. These are going to get cut flat anyway, because we're going to weld on. I've already got them cut and prepped. Now, I happen to have some, it's only 1/16 inch, but that's fine. It's aluminum, 1 1/4 by 1/16. Okay. And we're going to drop a piece on the ground as usual. So, this piece, the reason we went ahead and cut a flat piece on there, we went ahead and milled it flat, because this is in between, we have the brake and then we have the front gear, back gear set up. So that's going to all, well, it's not going to fit up that high, but I went ahead and left myself plenty of room and fresh metal, so we're going to weld this. There's going to be welding on here today. Alright, and then we're going to do the other two. I've already got them marked. We're going to cut them out. I'm going to do as fast forward as possible and show you guys. We've already been up top. Now I haven't drilled anything yet up top. I'm going to drill these and then drill and tap, and I'm going to use 1/4 28, whatever I have. I have a lot of stuff floating around, and it's going to be held by 3 areas. We're going to try the 1/16. It should be fine. If not, I can get some heavier stuff, but we're just going to go with that for now. If it doesn't work, we can change it, but I think we're going to be fine, because it's going to be, I took the time to mark everything out and lay it out where everything is going to be pulled down flat. We're going to be good. So in the wider pieces, I'm actually going to put 2 catty cornered, so it's not going to be just one fastener in the middle. It's going to have like 2, and then the narrow one's going to have 1, and the other one that's just across is going to have 2. So we're going to have a total of 5 bolts holding it down. Should be fine. So go ahead and move this air hose out of the way. I was messing around earlier with the power drawbar. Set this back up, out of the way. So, machining action got going on. Got everything set up. Let me move this out of the way. Alright, so, real simple, nothing complicated. We're going to drop down. So we dropped down and we did a 100,000ths cut there. We know everything's going to clear. Same thing with these other two. So we're going to have a piece here and a piece here. Real simple. Throw it in the vise. Get it semi-leveled up. Pull this up out of the way. And we're just going to eyeball center here. There's nothing scientific about it. There's plenty of room for everything to fit. We're just going to go ahead and lock it down, and we're going to cut that flat. And we're in. Should be good. Alright. We'll go ahead and come in here. And same thing, we're going to come in here, drop 0, raise the table up 100 thou, do a cut, same thing, rotate. So follow along. I'll zoom you, well, the first cut I'll leave you guys back so you can see what we got going on here. So tighten in. We're just going to come down here and find call that 0. I'm going to come way off, and we're going to raise everything up 100 thou and lock the table, add WD-40, and away we go. Turn that off so you guys don't have to hear it. So there we go. We're going to leave everything set like that. We should just be able to rotate it and be good to go. Alright. I usually can do this stuff a lot faster when I'm not filming, so I want to be able to zip through this and get as much done on camera. Showing you guys. All right. Just a little more on this. Just because. And we're done. Normally I make this stuff go a lot faster, you know. I don't have to narrate and everything, but you know, I want to show you guys. So in case you want to do something similar like what I'm doing. So we've got all of our flat spots now. Alright. And so I'm going to show you essentially what we're going to have. Alright. Basically we're going to have, so it's going to be the front, okay, which is that narrow piece, and it's going to sit in there, and we're going to weld. Alright. And then we're going to have, so it'll set like this. That, and then we're going to have this one. And then same thing on the other side over here. So we've got 3 things we've got to weld. Now before, I've already done the weld prep. I've touched everything, got WD-40 on it. How do you get the WD-40 off, might you ask? Well, first off, I like to take a rag. Okay, we'll blow all this stuff out. Hopefully the air compressor won't kick on. Alright, and you know me and the denatured alcohol. Works great. And come back with the other side of the rag, wipe around the welds. I'm not even touching the weld area where I'm going to weld. It's all this other stuff. And because it's denatured alcohol, we're just going to blow. So that is dry and good enough. Come over here to the table and show you guys. Set you up here. Now I'm going to move the camera around here. I'm going to put you guys behind me so you can kind of see over my shoulder. Alright, with the welding, we're going to drop the camera down so it's going to be bouncy. Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave you at an angle right there. Now, I am not a Jody Collier when it comes to welding. That guy amazes me. That guy could weld the crack of dawn and a broken heart in his sleep, and it would still be good. So, my welding skills aren't the best, but they do get me by. Alright, let me rinse these other pieces off real quick. I've already removed the mill scale with a conditioning disc. I've already done that ahead of time. Alright, one more. Alright, the rod we're using is 40-43. Got our Everlast Power Pro 205. I'm going to go and get my jacket on because I really don't feel like burning my arms. I see guys run a TIG welder. They think they're cool running a TIG welder with no protection on their arms or their skin, welding barehanded. That's just asking for trouble. That's, oh, I want to show off my cool tattoos, or you see that one idiot on that one TV show who, here a while back, decided he was going to wire weld and just close his eyes and then peek every once in a while. Yeah, like that's really smart. Alright, gas is on. I've already set the settings on my welder. We're going to power it up. 16th, we need to turn way down, but we do have a lot of heat here. So I'm going to crank her down to about 100 amps. Actually, let's leave it 120. Because I'm going to have to put a lot of heat into this part, because I'm going to hold mainly on this to weld, and then that's real thin, so that's challenging. Grab our TIG gloves. There they are. Alright. I'll try not to bump the camera. Move that out of the way. You guys can see over the shoulder there. Alright. I've cleaned my rod off already. Wiped it down really good. Don't know if I need it, but I do have my TIG fingers. I love them things. Running 2% lanthanated tungsten. Gloves on here. Yeah, I see guys do that. Oh, I'm gonna weld, I'm gonna go up here and hold near the tip, and look at me, I don't have gloves on, or I don't have a shirt to protect my arms. And they're in their 20s or 30s. By the time they're 50 or 60, their skin's rotting and falling off. Why? I don't know. They think it's cool to not use safety equipment. It's stupid, if you ask me. Alright, so get my little clamp, step right around the camera here, and I'll reposition. Yeah, I see guys do that and I have to laugh. I'm like, yep. A few years from now when you go to the doctor and wonder why your arm hurts and why is my skin falling off, or why do I have these funny lesions? Well, gee, you have all that IR light, you're just, you know, all that ultraviolet light and everything, just going right into your bare skin. Gee, that might be the reason. So all we're going to do, we're going to clamp. Got it set in here. And then I'm actually just going to turn it up on in, because now I know I'm even with the bottom, and I'll level that back out when it needs to be. Because I want to cheat, because I'm not the best welder in the world at all. Actually, I need to slide that back. Let's go. There we go. We don't want to pass that opening there. I got busy talking, not paying attention. Alright, and we'll even do a little on the bottom. So yeah, I'm not the best welder in the world, and I'm going to cheat to hold everything, which every good welder does. Get everything propped into position. And no, this isn't a precision ground, I ground it, but it's just a general purpose block for setup. That's all that is. So we're not using a tool grade. It's actually cast iron that I ground in for general purpose setup or holding something like this. I would never take a nice piece of precision ground tooling and use it for welding setup. That's actually cast iron. It's just, I know it's square and parallel, and it's going to be used for mill setup or things like this, so good to go. All right, you guys will be able to see over my shoulder. All right. I'm going to turn up the heat because we're right on that. This thing is so stinking thick. I'm going to add some amps so I get it to burn in quick. Bump it up to 150-ish. Alright, we'll start off with the other end. Having to build a lot of heat into this thick round piece. There we go. There we go. Took a little bit to build some heat up. There we go. Now we're building heat. Yep, it looks like chewed up bubble gum. It's going to get some grinder work to it. I'm not the best aluminum welder in the world, and that's very apparent. Definitely got the heat in that part, that's for sure. This is what TIG fingers are for. Right there. Grab your TIG finger, and bam. Move this out of the way. Throw some right across there, and I touched. And I have extra tungstens ready because I have a habit of doing that when you touch. Pre-sharpened, ready to go. Alright, let's see if we can do a better job this time. I need to grab my stainless brush, a clean, brand new stainless brush. Brush that. Because it was all jacked up right here. That's what I didn't have handy, was my stainless brush. Throw a bead right on there real quick. Let me grab my cutters. Trim that funkification off the end there. There's your word for the day. Funkification. Actually, I should be fine because I'm not resting on this piece here. Alright. You guys can see we're going to go across here and weld that in. It's all like this chair with the arms I can brace on it. I don't know what it is. Some of this rod lately, I'm going to have to buy me some new rod because this stuff, it's just, it looks like monkey's butt. And I don't like it. I don't know what the deal is. I'm going to have to get another batch of 4043 and it just, I don't like it. It's garbage. And then I have to go back and do a bunch of drying and get it look decent, which I don't like to do, but anyway, how much time we got? We got a little bit. Well, I'll tell you what though, lots going on. Well, actually, that's got to drop down. Nice and hot. So there you go. You guys are getting the idea of it. I'm going to turn the welder off for a second. So we're going to go through, I'm going to weld all this up. Won't do it all on camera. A lot of regular stuff, you know. If you guys want a lot of cool welding action, you can go check out Joey Collier, weldingtipsandtricks.com. I am always watching that guy and learning constantly. So yeah, having to put a lot of heat into this to get it to build up. I'm going to look through my other rod, because this rod, I don't know what the deal is. I've got some other different types of rod that I'm going to try. Anyway, it just goes to metal prep, you know. I've prepped the metal, I've cleaned it, and this, that, and the other. I think I've got some rod that is just junk, and what can you say? Anyway, so there you go. Slowly moving forward. The next time I show a video on this, it will be installed, fully functioning. Okay, I'm not going to drag you guys through the whole, this is how you drill a hole, this is how you tap it, because essentially that's what I'm down to. After I weld these on, let it cool, do, you know, make it pretty weld, all that. Essentially I'm going to drill and tap the holes, mount it to the top, and then after this is mounted to the top of the mill, then I'm going to change the drawbar out, drop it down, and then I'm going to mount, and then I have to drill, I want to touch that because it's hot, drill and tap the holes that mounts that into that. So there you go, you guys know what's going to happen. The next time I do a video on regards to this, it will be installed, done, complete. I'll talk you through everything, what I did, the problems that arose through the whole build, and we'll show you how it works. So there you go. Thanks again, All Industrial Tool Supply. Got their t-shirt on underneath here. Call and talk to Jim Henry or Jeff Perry. I know right now they got some promo codes. Check the bottom of the description box. All Industrial Tool Supply, as well as I'm using Empire Abrasive stuff here on all my abrasives. They got promo codes right now for the Bar Z Summer Bash 2017. Take care of yourself and take care of your family, because remember, at the end of the day, you and your family is all you got. Till next time, you guys. Get out in the shop, and if you got a power drawbar, get it installed. I've been taking too long. This stuff is fun. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.